Welcome to our tutorial on SoftwareIdeasModeler. Today, we're diving into an exciting feature that unleashes your creativity and extends your diagramming capabilities, designing your very own diagram type with our Ultimate Edition. Let's dive right in. First, navigate to the Custom Diagram Manager. You'll find it easily accessible through the ribbon. Simply click on the Process tab, head over to the Diagramming group, and select the Custom Diagrams button. Here, click on Add Custom Diagram. This action opens the Custom Diagram Editor, where the magic begins. In the General tab, you'll provide the basics for your diagram type. Let's name ours Cloud Service Diagram. Don't forget to add a description and an icon to personalize it further. Now, let's populate our diagram with elements. Switch to the Elements tab and click on Import Elements. Select a folder containing your icons in either PNG or SVG format. Once the icons are displayed, you can select all, or deselect any that don't fit your vision. Click OK to import your selections. For each image imported, a custom element is created, defaulting to a labeled box. But here's where customization really shines. Select the elements you wish to modify, and simply choose a new element type from the drop-down menu in the Type column. Let's change ours to Box. You can also set the default size for each element, and decide if it should behave like a container. For additional settings, right-click on an element row and select Edit, or use the Edit button in the toolbar. With our elements set, it's time to add connectors to bring our diagram to life. Connectors are the lines that illustrate relationships or flows between elements. Click on Add Element. This action brings up the Custom Element Definition dialog. Here, in the General tab, we'll select the relationship type. Look for the radio button with an arrow icon and click it. Now, let's name it Arrow Connector. With the name set, switch to the Relationship tab to tailor our connector's appearance. In the End Cap group, you'll find a type dropdown. Select Filled Triangle to give our connector a sharp, distinct end. Here, you can also adjust the cap size and the arrow angle, making sure your connectors communicate exactly what you intend. Once you're happy with the settings, click the OK button. Just like that, our custom connector type is added to our cloud service diagram. Our diagram definition is shaping up nicely, but to encapsulate our process more clearly, we'll add a custom process container element. Click on Add Element again to create a new container element. For this element, let's go with the name Process Container. This will serve as a visual boundary for a process within our diagram. After naming it, switch to the Shape tab. Here, we select Rounded Rectangle from the Simple Shape drop-down menu. This choice gives our container a softer, more approachable look. Next, ensure this shape acts as a container for our elements. In the Container Group box, tick the Container checkbox. Let's also adjust its default size to 600 by 400 pixels. Now, to visually distinguish this container, switch to the Style tab and select Custom Style. Here, we'll customize its appearance. Set the background type to solid and pick a light blue color. For the border, choose a darker blue and increase the line width to 2 pixels. With the style set, click the OK button to add this beautifully customized process container to our diagram definition. This container will not only organize our elements, but also enhance the overall aesthetic of our diagram. With our custom connector and container elements now part of the diagram, there's one crucial step left before we dive into using our creation. It's time to save our custom diagram definition, ensuring all our modifications are stored and ready for use. Locate the Save button on the Custom Diagram Editor toolbar. A simple click here commits all our changes. This action allows our cloud service diagram to be accessible for any project within SoftwareIdeasModeler. Now, let's see our custom diagram in action. Click on the plus button in the tab bar, navigate to the Custom Diagrams group, and select our newly created Cloud Service diagram. And there you have it. The toolbox on the left is now equipped with our custom elements. Drag and drop them into the Diagram Editor canvas to start building your diagram. Before we start populating our diagram with individual elements, it's essential to establish a clear structure. Let's begin by adding a process container to our canvas, setting the stage for our workflow. Now it's time to bring in some elements from our toolbox. Carefully position them on the container. With our elements in place, it's time to illustrate the relationships between them. This is where our custom arrow connector comes into play. Select the arrow connector from the toolbox. Click and drag from one element to another to draw a connection. Each arrow neatly illustrates the flow between these components. With SoftwareIdeasModeler, your diagrams are limited only by your imagination. This feature not only enhances flexibility, but also boosts productivity by allowing you to create diagrams that are tailor-fit to your project's requirements. If you found this tutorial helpful, please consider subscribing to our channel. Your support helps us create more content like this. Don't forget to hit the bell icon so you won't miss any of our future tutorials. Thank you for watching, and happy diagramming.